Hello Virgos, this is your June 2022 tarot reading. So let's dive right in and see what messages Spirit has for you. So let's ask, what is the overall message for Virgo for the month of June 2022? Ooh, Page of Swords. I also pulled this for the Taurus reading. So if you have Taurus in your rising moon, Venus, this might resonate for you as well. You might want to check out that video. Page of Swords, you are stepping into your truth. You are stepping into owning who you truly are, your most authentic self, being unapologetically you. And I know that that can be very hard, especially for Virgos, because you're very self-critical. So step away from criticizing yourself, criticizing others, and stepping into your higher truth, your higher self. Is this how my higher self truly feels about me? No, probably not. So watching how you're being self-critical, stepping into a new phase where you are more authentic, you're more open with your communication. So for the month of June, you are communicating very openly. Definitely be aware of how you're coming across as well, because sometimes our words can be a little bit cutting. This is a page, not a king. So our words sometimes might be taken or come across a little bit more harshly than we planned. So being aware of the words that we're saying, and is it in alignment with how we are feeling? We also have the Three of Cups. Take time to celebrate in the month of June. So it feels like there might be a couple days this month where you are spending time with your BFFs or important people in your life. There's something worth celebrating for sure. It might be a little victory. Celebrate that. So, authentic communication, celebrating. Let's see what else. Okay, there is a big change coming in, a big rebirth. In the month of June, you might be really assessing who you are, how you're communicating, how you're presenting yourself. Am I presenting myself that's in the way that's in line with my higher self? So you might feel like you're rebirthing into a new version of yourself. That's what I'm hearing. The sun coming out in the background is like this rising. You're rising into who you want to become. We also have the Page of Cups. So it feels like this is very new. It feels very refreshing. It feels like you might be even like trying things that you normally wouldn't have tried. I don't know, I'm almost seeing some of you like trying foods that you'd never tried before, or drinks that you've never tried before, things like that. With the Page of Cups, it feels like you are stepping into emotional waters, emotional territory. Maybe you're having emotional conversations that you maybe weren't prepared to have in the past, but now you're like, just have the conversation. Just feel these feelings. Allow these feelings to come out. It's okay. So you're starting that journey, some of you anyway, because this is a collective reading. Some of you might be starting that emotional journey, speaking your emotions, feeling your emotions, being more in tune with your emotional body in the month of June. Let's see what other messages we have here. Okay. I'm just taking that one, and that one feels important. Ooh, guide the illuminated path. This is number 21, which condenses down to the number 3. And again, we had the Three of Cups. So it feels like there is a special trinity, maybe. Maybe the number 3 could be really important to you this month. You might see the number 3 a lot. So whether that's on the clock or license plates, receipts, wherever it might be, that's your angels coming in, connecting with you. So maybe your guides are really sending you a lot of messages in the month of June. The illuminated path. the path is really standing out, especially since we had the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups, because these are new. These are like, when I think of these, I think of almost startup energy or new path. So pay attention to the path that you were on, that you are starting to be on now, and making sure that it's in alignment with the messages that your guides have been sending you. It feels like you're really starting to become in alignment with that path that your guides are illuminating for you. Things are going to finally start to feel right. Like, I feel like I am doing my soul's work, stepping into my soul's purpose. I feel like this path is lit up for me. Things are becoming more clear. Our guides cannot walk the path for us, but they can illuminate it for us in some ways by sending us those signs, symbols, synchronicities. We also have sacred breath and sound, life force and communication, and this is number 10, which condenses down to a number 1, which is that initial kind of startup energy. And I think that this is funny that I pulled this card, especially since it says life force, communication. We had pulled the Page of Cups, which is again linking up to the water energy that's in that card. Communication links up to the swords energy. And the crystals that I picked out for you that might be good for you to work with in the month of June are moonstone, and this is definitely feminine energy. Maybe working with the moon cycles and intuition. And amethyst, again, this is like the master healer stone. It can help with any type of ailment that you might have. Very universal, good, pretty much good for anything, similar to clear quartz in that way. But it's also very much, in my opinion, connected to the upper chakras, with it being the purple color. And so it feels like you're very much connected to that life force and your guides, interpreting that communication. So if you really want to enhance your connection to your guides and to spirit, and to really be receiving those messages, maybe moonstone or amethyst might be some good crystals for you to work with in the month of June. So let's see what else we have for Virgo. Ooh, Freya. I love anything Norse mythology, Viking-esque. So I'm glad that you got this one. And you are an earth energy. I feel like Vikings have a lot of water energy associated with them, but they were always sailing, traveling, but they do have a very earthy feel, earthy energy. Phases and cycles. Okay, definitely goes along with our death card here, because this is about death and rebirth, that cycle. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. So maybe that illusion of who we used to be, who we thought we were, and stepping into our authentic selves, who we are now at this time. We're being rebirthed into a new version of ourselves. You might be doing things like changing your appearance, changing your style. Maybe you're redoing a room in your house, or maybe you're changing jobs too. Something that feels more in alignment. So it's the death of the old career, rebirthing into the new career that feels more aligned. It could be something like that. But it does feel like there is the potential for a major change for you in a certain area of your life, even if it's just like who you are as a person is changing. We also have faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. So I think it's very easy for us to get worked up. I think that it's very easy for us to be self-critical, say things that maybe we don't mean, or things come across in a harsh way that we didn't mean. Allow yourself forgiveness, allow yourself grace, have faith that your intentions are going to be transferred to that other person. The intent behind the words will be received by the other person. And I have a specific way that I do that. If you're looking for more information on that, I do offer spiritual development classes for $33. And I can help teach you that technique and really work with you on that. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others. You are a good person. You're very self-critical, but you are a very good person. You have a great heart. See the light in the world. Other people aren't out to get you either. They aren't. There's a lot of good in this world. There's a lot of not so good, but there is a lot of good too. So connecting with the good, connecting with your soul tribe, your soul family, and celebrating with them, and really taking all of your blessings into consideration at this time is super important for you too, because you are so blessed, Virgo. You really are. Sometimes we get in our head space and we think about the different things that are going wrong or not how we want them to be, how things could be better or different. Releasing that. This is how it is right now. And how it is right now is beautiful, and I'm going to embrace the energy of it. So right now, I'm pulling cards for the potential challenges in the month of June for you, Virgo. So potential challenges. Knight of Pentacles. You might think that things are moving too slow in a certain area. And I think that that comes with this death rebirth energy. You're stepping into a new energy here. You're stepping into this transition. It's like a snake shedding its skin. And sometimes that shedding process might feel too slow. It's like you can't get rid of your old self quick enough, or your old belongings quick enough. You might be doing a purge. So definitely, I'd say one of the challenges potential for the month of June, you might be holding on to physical things that no longer fit your new life. Certain material possessions might hold energies that remind you of the past or the past version of yourself, which isn't bad, but maybe just assessing, is this physical thing something that I need to be carrying with me into this new phase in my life, this new version of myself? Is this in alignment? So be patient and maybe do like a physical inventory of your stuff as well. Knight of Cups. So some of you might be having a hard time receiving love. And I definitely feel that with this faith card. Trust the good in yourself and others. Sometimes we might be very guarded. I feel like some of you Virgos are very guarded when it comes to your heart chakra. And probably for good reason. But it feels like you're blocking out love a little bit. You're not allowing love in as much as you could be. So opening up your heart chakras a little bit more to love coming in, because it feels like somebody wants to woo you, but you're almost not letting them because maybe you feel like you're not deserving of it. Maybe you feel like, oh, I don't have time. I don't have time to deal with that. Well, you do. You do have time to deal with it. You're choosing not to because you're shutting down your heart chakra and you're coming up with excuses. So open yourself up to love a little bit more. And then the Six of Pentacles. You might be giving too much of yourself over to maybe work. So be aware of how much time you're spending at work. Are you giving more of yourself than you're receiving? Are you receiving what you're worthy of? So be aware that you're not over giving to the areas and the people that aren't deserving of the love and attention that you have to give, right? So maybe that is work life. Maybe that's helping somebody else out, but they're not reciprocating. Maybe they're not as appreciative as they should be. So maybe just paying attention to that and not over giving. I do really feel like it's especially linked to work though. So that might be one of the challenges for you this month. I'm going to see if there are any final messages for you, Virgo. That one fell out. Okay. Again, here's another page card. So again, that startup energy. So maybe you're buying new things. Like, I don't know why, I just feel like some of you might be doing redecorating or revamping a space. Maybe you're redoing your wardrobe. It just feels like there's this makeover in your life in some way. So be prepared for that. That's fun. We also have the Knight of Pentacles again. Slow and steady. Not everything needs to be done overnight. And don't be critical of yourself if your process of releasing things is a little bit slower than anticipated. We can't do like one session of shadow work and say, oh, I'm all light and love now, it's all fixed. That's not how it works. It's the slow and steady process that we have to changing our lives, changing ourselves into who we want to become, our version of ourselves that's most in line with our higher self. So it's a slow and steady process. Remember that, Virgo. And we also have the Empress. The Empress is that nurturing energy. She's starting to really see some growth. You're seeing a lot of growth in yourself, and you're wanting to share that with others in some way. Make sure that you are, again, allowing yourself to be open to love from others. You seem to be open to giving love, being that nurturer, but maybe not receiving it so much in the month of June. So open yourself to receiving the love as well as giving it. And then we also have Queen of Swords. So the message that I'm hearing from Spirit with this is watch your level of bitchiness, because the Queen of Swords, out of all the cards in the tarot, this is the one that can come across a little bit cutting and feisty with her words. Like, she can be very blunt, straightforward to the point, completely speak her mind with no filter. So make sure that you have your filter system set up while still speaking your truth. We can always communicate our truth in a very respectful way. So if you feel yourself getting fired up about something, take a breath, get yourself grounded again, get in touch with your earth energy, because I feel like Virgos have a tendency to be very airy at the same time. It's funny because like Scorpio is a water sign, but I always see them as a fire energy because they can just be real feisty. Virgos are an earth sign, but I also see them as very airy because you guys are usually in your heads a lot. So maybe get out of your head a little bit and more into your physical body, tapping into those emotions, giving yourself time to pause and breathe and say, is what I'm saying in alignment with who I'm becoming? So I hope you enjoyed your reading. If this is a collective reading, so if you are looking for a personal reading, please schedule on www.crystallizewithkate.com. Otherwise, message me on Facebook, or my email is katesmithkors@gmail.com. I hope you all have a beautiful month of June, and I will see you guys later. Bye.